In this tutorial, we will be reviewing 7 new measures, which are now available in your Surgical Excellence System dashboard. Let's take a look. Upon logging into the system, you will see some changes to your dashboard. There are now 7 new tiles to take a look at. The new measures are case volume count, case volume minutes, surgeons with cases, utilization concurrent, case length average, after hours cases count, and after hours cases minutes. Let's take a look at what all of these new measures share in common. You still determine what you will measure by your who, what, where, and when filters and clicking apply. Let's select the date range July 1st, 2012 to July 31st, 2012. We'll exclude any holidays in our date range. Select primetime hours, select weekdays, click select, then apply. All of your measure tiles will automatically update based on your selected filters. You will see trending for the time period you have selected in the measure tiles as well. To see a particular measure's data, click on the measure tile. You will see it appear as highlighted on the dashboard. The graph below will also reflect the data for this measure. You will be able to view the measures in chart types which are intended to visually display this particular measure's results. The time interval drop-down will allow you to view your data by many different time ranges. To drill further into your data, you can look at the second graph under your primary graph. Here you can see your results by location or by surgeons. Utilization concurrent is a measure we've had in our application for a while, but we've made some changes we think for the better. Concurrency is a number of cases running at one time as a percentage of time, or how many cases are running concurrently. The Utilization Concurrent tile will show the maximum number of rooms in the date range and time interval you have selected. The smaller the time interval you select, the more clear a picture you will receive. This is the graph moving from 30-minute time interval to a 15-minute time interval. The primary graph shows you a color chart which indicates the color that represents a certain number of rooms. Selecting a bar will show you how many rooms, the time period, and percentage of time you are reviewing. A great new feature we've added to the concurrency measure is the ability to build the number of rooms you would like to see in the graph. Watch how you can do this by clicking the room numbers in the color key. Of the new measures, there are 6 you haven't seen before as part of our application. Let's take a look at the first one, case volume count. Case volume count is defined as a distinct number of cases. The number on the dashboard will show you the count of cases which began during the time period you selected in the When filter. By highlighting a column, you can see how many cases are in that particular time interval. To drill further into this data, you can see how case count is distributed among surgeons or locations. Similarly, case volume minutes is defined as total case minutes which occur during the time period you select in the When filter. Case time is defined as the time from the start of the case, or wheels in, to the end of the case, or wheels out. The number on the measure tile represents the sum of all case times within the who, what, where, and when filters selected. Rolling over a column will show you how many minutes of case time occurs during that time interval. Drilling further into the data shows the data by case minutes and locations or by surgeons. The next measure is surgeons with cases. The number on the measure tile shows how many surgeons with cases result from the filters you have selected. The resulting chart shows the number of surgeons within the time interval chosen on the primary chart. Highlighting a column will show how many distinct surgeons had cases in the time interval the column represents. Further drilling into this data shows how these surgeons were spread across locations and which surgeons are included in your filter. Case length average is the average length of a group of cases. Average is defined as a sum of case minutes divided by the number of cases. The number in the tile reflects the average length in minutes of cases in the filters selected. The primary graphic will demonstrate the minutes per case by the time interval you have chosen for the graph. Highlighting a column in this graph will reveal the average of case length in the column. Drilling further into the data will show the average of case length by location and by surgeon. The last two new measures are after-hours cases count and after-hour cases minutes. These measures work exactly like case volume count and case volume minutes, except you will only see the cases for 3 p.m. to midnight on the date range you have selected in your WIN filter. On the after-hours cases count tile, you can see how many cases result from 3 p.m. to midnight on the date range of your filter selections. Similarly, on the after-hour cases minutes tile, you can see how many minutes of case time there are from 3 p.m. to midnight on the date range of your filter selections. On both of these measures, selecting a time interval of a day or greater will allow you to review your results by 3 to 5 p.m., 5 to 7 p.m., and 7 p.m. to midnight. These measures are similar to the utilization concurrent measure in that you can see what times of day are represented by the different colors in the stacked graph. Also, you can toggle different times of day on or off to see the counts or minutes in these time periods. This concludes this video tutorial in which we've shown 6 new measures and 1 improved measure that you can now access when you log into SIAS. We hope you like the new additions. Thank you for your time.